You're back. Looks like you got the intel.
Yes and no. It's a lot more complicated than that. 3 6-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure. What do you make of it?
Riddles. How quaint. Let me think. The city in the lake is clearly Mondstadt. As for the 6-armed giants... Hey, that's smart. A windmill has 6 blades. It fits.
Wow, that makes sense!
So out of the 3 windmills, 2 are close to the statue. The other one is guarding...
Ooh! This one Paimon knows! The treasure!
Let's hope it's really that simple.
Come on! Let's go take a look around that windmill! Let me see what's inside! She doesn't love him at all. The passion rushing through the clear spring is just a front. When she's cold and alone, her true heart is revealed. There's another map! More riddles? Paimon's dizzy already! Oh no! Paimon used up all her brain juice! Paimon will let you have all the fun, or you could get Kaya to help. This statue of the 7 seems to be affected by a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind current seal thingy around the statue of the 7.
Blitz.
The mysteries have all been solved. It sure took a lot of work. But in all fairness, this treasure map really is terrible. It looks like it was drawn by a pirate. So, now... You read my mind! Paimon's so happy! Let's go for it! Don't want anyone else to get there before we do. Like the treasure hoarders Gaia told us about. Anyways, Paimon just wants to borrow the sword to... No, you heard nothing. Paimon just wants to see it. Definitely not to become super mega powerful and do nothing but play. Alright, Paimon will save the chit-chat for later. Arcadian treasure hunt, here we go! This must be the Arcadian ruins. Is it just me, or does it look plain? Oh, Paimon gets it! The perfect disguise is always in plain sight! Kaya's grandpa sure is impressive. Oh, mice! It's no time to get suspicious. We're close! Hurry, the treasure is waiting for us! Is this the end? Where are you, my treasure? Let's look around.
I'll save you the trouble. How about you let me take over? Well, I did have dealings with them, but them and their stupid principles. Losers who can't make a fortune. I'm Izzard. I thank you both on behalf of the treasure hoarders.
We've been keeping a low profile. How did word get out? Paimon won't let you have the treasure without a fight.
You would be wise not to underestimate us. My gang is just outside waiting for my order. However, they're not as, sociable as me.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but your gang won't be participating in your current plan. If you'd like to ask why, you can go see them in Mondstadt prison. Or perhaps you'd prefer to join them permanently.
The Knights.
Hey, it's Kaya! Kaya, he wants to steal your treasure! Get him!
Ugh, almost had it.
Oh, you mean the treasure? Sorry, but there wasn't any treasure to begin with. You came all the way for nothing. Just give it up.
What? No treasure? Did Kaya just say there isn't any treasure?
You got me good. Didn't think the Knights would resort to such tactics.
A thief has no right to criticize the methods of the Knights of Wait.
What is this?
What a troublemaker.
You, Knight! You're not gonna watch me die, are ya?
What an interesting suggestion.
Fine, I'll confess and go quietly. Please, just help me!
Alright then. Guess I will have to do some overtime work after all.
How embarrassing. Having my life saved by a knight.
Don't forget what you promised, or that thing will be the least of your worries.
Hey, is this how the Knights of Favonius treats the people they catch?
I'm just joking. Alright, let's take him back.
Sir! Yes, sir! Captain, should we take these two in as well?
What?
Of course not. They are the ones who made this arrest possible. Without them spreading our fabricated intel, we wouldn't have been able to catch the treasure hoarders.
You're a bad man for lying to me! Shame on the Knights!
Alright, stop it already. Though the treasure doesn't exist, you did want it for yourself, didn't you? Otherwise you would have informed me of your intentions, no?
Let's go! Paimon's done talking to him.
Just a sec. You did help me out, so you do deserve a reward. This is the triumphant harbinger of dawn that points towards victory. As its name suggests, it symbolizes light and victory. If you don't mind, I would like to present you with this harbinger of dawn as a reward.
Harbinger of dawn?
That's right. It suits a well-cultured and disciplined person such as yourself. Wouldn't you say, Paimon?
Well, if the reward is this harbinger of dawn...
You'd forgive me, right? I'm honored to have such an understanding friend.
Yes.
You have my apologies for the deception. I will not use the same method twice. What a wonderful day. Now, I have to go interrogate my suspect. Please excuse me. Do come visit me at our headquarters when you have the chance.
Isn't that Jean? Seems she's talking to someone. Let's let her finish, then go say hi.
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable to promptly deal with the Storm Terror threat, then leave the defense of Mondstadt to the Fatui. We can put an end to Mondstadt's dragon issues. All we need to do is bring that monster to the...
Monster?
Yes. What's your point?
I'd expect a more professional attitude from your diplomats. Yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the four winds of Mondstadt? I won't have any of this nonsense in front of the Knights of Favonius.
It's not as crazy as you make it sound. Fine. That's enough negotiation for today. At this stage, it's simply an amicable exchange of constructive opinions. No? I'll be sure to make thorough notes.
Oh, you're back. Thanks for your help. The elemental flow is finally stable. The aftermath of Storm Terror's last attack is finally settled for the moment. However, the pressure from the delegation has become too big to be ignored.
Delegation? From Liyue Harbor or in Azuma City?
Snezhnaya. They choose to follow the god of Cryo. Their envoys go by a particular name, the Fatui. Heard of them?
Oh, them? They're super famous! Wait, infamous is more the word.
I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action. The Cryo God's Fatui have always coveted the Animo God's power. I don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests at heart. What is it? Oh, let us head back to headquarters then. We shouldn't discuss important matters out in the open. Mondstadt and Snezhnaya are considered the same in status. Mondstadt is independent and does not belong to any other nation. In fact, despite being referred to as a city, Mondstadt is a nation. Though, Snezhnaya's Fatui are known to be the most aggressive diplomats in Teyvat.
Makes sense given the tone of that woman just now. So rude.
It's a crystal embedded with some kind of power. Lisa, are you able to analyze it?
Let me take a look. I can see impurities in the crystal, but upon further inspection... No, I'm sorry. I can't make a proper analysis at the moment. Give me some time. I'll take a look through the library's restricted section.
Right. I'll leave the research to you then, Lisa.
Understood. I'll notify you all if I make any progress. Though I wouldn't go getting your hopes up. They're incredibly ancient texts, not to mention... Ouch! Gosh, that hurt! The impurities in the crystal... It hurts when I get close. Oh, I see. It appears to react to visions. The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other. It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way. Anyway, the crystal would be better left in the hands of my cutie. It will just be a pain if left with us, both literally and metaphorically.
Fascinating. Do you know anything about what makes you special? I do not know what to make of it either. Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you. Please accept the title of Honorary Knight and the gratitude of the Acting Grand Master.
Honorary Knight of Favonius?
We ask for your continued assistance in finding some answers. Storm Terror's rage and strange crystals. I know Mondstadt's peace hangs in the balance. May the wind open your eyes to the truth. We'll meet back here if you find anything. Those people in strange uniforms are Fatui. They're here as delegates from Snezhnaya. Stay away from them. Having contact with them is dangerous, even for innocent travelers.
The monsters out in the wild? We've got many resources here in the library. Making good use of elemental advantages is the key to winning any battle. By the way, would you be interested in having a part-time job here? We need people for doing... We just need more people. You can visit whenever you need to look something up. Naturally, the library is free to access. Just don't forget to return books on time, or you'll make my job difficult.
There's something you didn't tell them. The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw. So you do remember him, that green guy. He looked just like that guy down there. What? That green guy disappeared. Use elemental sight to track him down. His footprints lead to this wall. Did he climb up from here?
Hey, Traveler! I've been looking for you everywhere. How's that wind glider I gave you last time? Seems like it's really growing on you. But then again, you don't have a gliding license, do you?
A gliding license? What's that?
Isn't it obvious? You gotta have a gliding license to legally glide in Mondstadt.
Oh, but we've been gliding for ages now. This is the first we've heard about it.
Yeah, you've been gliding all over the place. Everyone's noticed.
So, you came looking for us because you want to give us a gliding license?
No way! The Knights of Favonius have strict rules. You need to pass an exam, and only then will the Knights issue your license. Today, I'm here as an examiner to oversee your official gliding exam. I gave you your wing glider, so this is my responsibility. At least that's what Acting Grandmaster Jean would say.
An exam? What a pain in the butt. Then again, since Amber is the examiner...
I'm sure you'll glide through it. I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that Storm Terror attacked, so I'm sure you'll have no problems. But we do need to respect the rules and glide properly. Here, take this gliding manual. No need to memorize it. Just be familiar with everything in there. For example, only one person per wing glider, no carrying anything over the set weight limit, no taking off using an animo slime, and so on and so forth. Anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when Lisa was teaching me magic.
Wow, that's a big old book! Paimon thinks we best get started.
Great, come find me when you're done. I'll be at Windrise.
The Knights of Favonius gliding manual does not sound like a fun read.
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land, birds that yearned for the sky had wings, but no way to fly. They asked the animal god, "How can we reach the heavens?" To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find that which is most important." As the god spoke, the wind thrust the seeds of a dandelion high into the sky. The birds thrust out their wings, but the breeze was all too mild, leaving them to stumble across the earth. So they went to the gorge, where the wind showed off its wild and incomparable strength. They threw themselves off the cliff and flapped their wings amongst the howling winds until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the animal god they went to gleefully say, "We understand now. All we needed was a stronger wind to fly." In reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world."
That's a cool story. But is the Knight's Gliding Manual really written in that style? Huh. Anyway, let's go find Amber.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine archons still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dulce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child, full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished, and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in lone stand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bards soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war spray. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries.
Wait, you guys are... Oh, that's right. You're the ones that scared Dvalin away.
Dvalin? Who's that? Huh? Oh, right! Most people seem to call him Storm Terror. Why do you call him that? Are you two meant to be close or something?
Oh, so close.
Hey, so... Paimon thinks this guy has a screw loose.
Good day, Outlander. Seems we meet again. I'm Venti the Bard. 3-time winner of the most popular bard of Mondstadt, to be precise. So, what do you need from me?
Given you recognize us, Paimon doesn't believe we need to explain any further. Of course it's about Storm Terror!
Storm?
Hey! Cut it with the Amnesia Act! Alright, show it to him.
Oh, isn't this...
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
Dvalin, the anguish he feels has brought him to tears.
Tears?
He was once such a gentle child, now so full of rage and suffering. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it? You really do have some wonderful abilities. Someone like you is going to end up getting written into a bard's poem. Oh, a hero so bright, should she stand in the light, though stand in the shade, and you'll be met by a blade. Alas, I've really not the time to compose a melody for you at this moment. Anyway, even if Dvalin is not taken down, his life will still wither away in the breeze. He'll burn himself out in the flames of anger. I really must thank you for purifying the teardrop crystal. It has helped me greatly. But I've already come to devise my own plan.
Oh, and what plan would that be?
Seeing this tear has brought to mind a friend so dear.
Friend?
One must be going.
Hey, where are you running off to?
To the symbol of Mondstadt's hero. Bye-bye.
Huh. What do you make of that? As far as he's concerned, you're a weirdo too, you know. Know what? Familiar? I don't know. You're alone on that one. But did he just say symbol of Mondstadt's hero? Oh, Paimon knows! It's that huge tree! You know, the gigantic one! You can't miss it! Surely you still remember!
Great, you're here! Did you have a good read-through of the gliding manual? Got all the rules down? Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there. Ugh, the gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't tell Jean, though.
Really? Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories in the gliding manual.
Cool stories? Oh, you must mean the example cases in the appendix. Some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal Animo slime takeoff. Apparently, if you pop an Animo slime and take off in the burst of wind, it shoots you up really, really high. I really want to try it.
No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly.
What? Let me take a look. Oh, shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid. Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one when I was leaving.
How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual?
This is so embarrassing. It's because, maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world. Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of Mondstadt. But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then, you just need to follow the marked route to the finish. You nailed it! But it's no surprise, given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Don't keep me waiting.
Alrighty then, you heard her. Back to the city. Let's not keep her waiting. Cider Lake never freezes, no matter what time of year it is. The best apple ciders in Mondstadt can only be made using the fresh water from this lake. It really does taste great. Paimon could drink 2 big bottles in a second.
Wow. With your size, I can't believe that you can drink that much liquid. And not explode like an animo slime.
Paimon has a special stomach just for tasty drinks.
A special stomach? I have so many questions about how this world works.
Oh? What are you doing here? Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me. You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time ago. Liyue and Inazuma's respective gods of Geo and Electro are still present, but Mondstadt has seen many a moon since they last saw their own god. Why do you wish to know about the god of Animo? Does it have something to do with Dvalin?
It's because gods...
Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite curious. That said, there's no need to rush. I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
The wind! I can't open my eyes! What is a creature like that doing out here in such a calm place? Maybe what's going after that green guy? His relationship with the wind seems even deeper than yours.
Seems the dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind. Now then, you were saying someone had told you about the dragon? Is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa. She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because both sides have resorted to the use of force. His hate, however, did not arise from the people not making tribute to the Four Winds. Nor was it born from his own nature, but instead came about as a product of his degradation.
Degradation?
The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years. That's what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage. They are from the Abyss Order, an organization comprised of non-human beings. They despise mankind. I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world. Many hilly trolls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons. Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste. But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Mondstadt rose. The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. Being here with you beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier. Like the poison is leaving my body. Feels much better.
So, how exactly did you get poisoned?
That would be because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier, but was interrupted. As a result, not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself. Yes, it was you. So to make up for it, you're coming with me to the cathedral.
The Mondstadt Cathedral? To do what exactly?
To claim a certain holy lyre de Himmel.
Hey, here! Over here! I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exam. Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle. Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's do the final stage.
Easy! You've flown this way before anyway!
Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just keep thinking about that license. Ready?
Windborne Traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius. I am Otto of the Knights of Favonius.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license. It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arresting you under Section 7, Article 12 of the Mondstadt Penal Code. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit his crimes, so people started calling him Raptor.
Wow, he flies fast then.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside. But he escaped with the artifact. Fortunately, one of the sisters put some secret markings on the artifact using elemental magic. But he was too fast, and we couldn't even keep up with the trail the markings left behind.
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
As far as I know, he was last seen near Springvale. But that was some time ago.
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance. Once we've got this Raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off. But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean. This is Springvale. There must be some clues about Raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took.
Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues. Ooh, hey, what do you think this is?
It looks like a broken tree branch.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore,
there are no elemental traces on it. It looks like it's just a plain old tree branch.
Shh! Keep it down! I'm hunting! I've always heard about the wide range of ingredients you can find in Mondstadt, and it looks like it's true! No, I'm a chef! A chef on a mission to find rare and exotic ingredients from all corners of the world. My name's Xiangling. I'm from Liyue Harbor. And you? Hello, my name's Paimon. Paimon! Why are you looking at me like that? What an exotic creature! Is it edible? No, for the last time, Paimon is not emergency food!
You seem like good friends. I have a good friend too, called Goba.
Isn't that the name of a Liyue snack?
Both the snack and my friend have a special place in my heart. Anyway, can you do some hunting for me? There's lots of game around here that would be amazing to cook with. I can't catch anything to save my life, and I don't want to miss out.
Sounds like a bit of an ordeal.
Don't be like that. Come on, I'll whip you up a tasty snack later.
Ooh, you had me a tasty snack. Don't worry, we're the bestest hunters ever.
Don't worry about it. Your friend has already given me a response. I don't care how it's done, so long as you bring me back some raw meat. Great! Then I'll leave you to it. A strip of cloth with animal markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wing glider.
Wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought.
If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken. Wowie! This is great! Some of it I'll shallow fry, some of it I'll deep fry with mushrooms. Ooh, and I wonder how well it goes with slime condensate.
Yay! You have finally come around to my food preferences!
Sorry. I got all excited thinking about new recipes. As promised, a tasty snack. Go on, try it, and tell me what you think.
Are we your food testers now? Oh gosh, this is delicious! Can you tell us how to make it?
Sure! The only thing is I haven't written down the recipe yet. I got it! I'll make another one now so you can watch. I'm sure you'll pick it up straight away.
This seems pretty hard to make. It'll take more than that to learn how to make it. And we don't have a frying pan or any condiments.
Come on, it's simple. We can fry on a slab of stone and cook using some boar fat. Build a stove from rocks. Use dry grass for kindling, twigs for firewood. Sweet flowers will do for sugar. As for salt, I found a load of rock salt in a cave the other day. And there's still plenty left. I just can't help myself when there's a chance to try something new. But I can't exactly bring my whole kitchen with me every time I leave the house, either. Give me a second while I get everything ready.
Hey! What do you think? Hey! What do you think? This is the boar's natural habitat. You can't hunt them here. You'll send them all running. We hunters know better than to kill the chicken to get at the egg.
Oh, I get it. The freshest, best quality meat comes from free-range boars that grow up in the environment nature intended for them. If they all ran off, it would be a major blow to gastronomy. No, to all mankind. I'm sorry. I got excited and didn't think of the impact we'd have.
You should apologize to Draff. As our leader, he always stresses the importance of respecting the rules of the hunt. I'm afraid he is very upset right now.
I made a mistake, and I should go and apologize. Thanks, guys. I'll cook up some more tasty snacks for you once this is over.
Okay, don't worry. Paimon will remember even if you forget. Draff ought to be in Springvale. Let's go!
You must be Xiangling.
Sorry, Mr. Draff. This was all my fault.
I heard the whole story, and now that you're here in person...
Ooh, he's gonna let her have it.
Please, help me promote my meat.
Huh?
So sorry if I was a little brash. Let me explain. Springvale has built its reputation on top-quality meat products, but this reputation is so far limited to Mondstadt. When I heard that the great maestro Xiangling herself was in Mondstadt, I asked Alan to send you over.
Maestro?
Haven't you heard? She's the one behind Wanmin Restaurant, that one-of-a-kind folk restaurant in Liyue Harbor. Her unique take on cooking ingredients is behind some of the best-loved dishes in all of Liyue. They are very highly rated by travelers, too.
You're too kind. I just try to cook things that are cheap and cheerful.
With a top-notch chef cooking top-notch cuisine with top-notch meat from Springvale, our reputation would spread far and wide.
I don't know. I only ever think about how to make tasty dishes. I never limit myself to specific ingredients, and I don't know the first thing about promoting anything.
You use boar meat all the time anyway, surely. I can't see what the issue is.
The issue is... What would you think if I added a bit of slime condensate?
That's... I mean, couldn't you add something a bit more normal?
There's no such thing as normal ingredients to me. You can turn anything into a delicacy if you cook it in the right way. I will not stand for having my creativity shackled by what ingredients I can and can't use. Food cooked like that is destined to be boring. Period.
Well, since you feel so strongly about it, forget it. But it really is a pity.
You know, we did come to apologize. Couldn't you be a little more flexible? It's one thing to apologize, but it's another thing entirely to change the way I approach cooking. What's that smell? It's gorgeous! Hello? May I have a taste of your delicious cooking?
Sorry, I've taken all the orders I can for the next few days. The earliest I could put you down for is 7 days from now. Is that okay?
Wow, it must be delicious if it's that popular. Yeah, good point. Why does Draft want Xiangling to help when Springvale already has this lady?
Maybe he feels that Mondstadt cuisine can't compete with that of Tevat's biggest business hub, Liyue Harbor. But I disagree. I don't think my cooking is at all inferior to anyone else's.
Well then, show me what you got. Maybe I could give you some feedback.
Sorry, but customer feedback like, "Oh, that tasted good," is no use to me. If I wanted feedback, I would ask a professional chef. Hang on. Are you Xiangling?
That's me!
It's really you! Well, I guess you do know what you're doing when it comes to cooking meat, then. As it happens, I have one of today's prime cuts remaining. So tell me, how would you cook this?
That depends on the ratio of fat to meat. With this cut, I would probably roast it over a hot stone with a little salt, some Joyun chili, and Kingston flour.
Ginseng flour? But the melted fat would make the flavor of the flours 10 times stronger than when eaten raw. It would overpower everything.
I know, that's why it's a garnish. I would never marinate the meat in it. I've tried it before. If you baste the petals in oil and then cook them with the right heat and duration, it gets rid of the bitterness completely and leaves you with a lovely crispy topping. Then throw in some Joyun chilies grown at a high altitude where the low humidity and varying temperatures lends them a unique dry heat. The petals absorb the saltiness from the sea salt, the chili spice, and the umami of the tender, freshly grilled steak, while also adding a floral aftertaste.
That's pure overkill. You're going all out on the trimmings and doing no justice to the meat whatsoever. Who wants to eat a roast when you can taste everything except the roast?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop arguing! Well, there's only one surefire way out of a cooking dispute. I declare a cook-off!
Suits me. If you can't beat my cooking, it'll show that Draff was clearly wrong about you.
All right. But if I win, you have to use my winning dish to promote Springvale.
And if you lose, you have to add my winning dish to the Wanmin menu. With a caption saying, "This special addition to the Wanmin menu is generously provided by Chef Brooke of Springvale, meat expert."
It's a deal. I'm off to get ingredients. I will see you Wait! Wait! Let's try and catch up. I think we're getting close. Have you decided what you're looking for yet? Of course not. Then how are you so sure of yourself? That's just my style. If I decided in advance exactly how I was going to cook something, there'd be no element of surprise to the dish. In the same way, if I knew what I was looking for before I found it, it wouldn't be a surprise. But that's so risky. Relax. This is how I came up with all the signature dishes at Wanmin Restaurant. Let's look around here. I'll let you know when I find something I like. Check out those lotus heads. Look how fresh they are. Boar steak with lotus seeds? This could work. Okay, let's gather them. This should be enough. It's not every day you come to Liyue. Let's keep looking and see what else we can find. Wow, giant chilies! Aw, that's such a cute name.
Maybe so, but those little fellas pack quite a punch.
From what I've observed, spicy food is a rarity in Mondstadt, so this will be perfect. Go and pick some. Get a good handful. I still feel like we're lacking something. It's missing a little boom shakalaka. Yeah, now that you mention it, it is a little boom shakalaka lacking. Brooke may be a stickler for convention, but she is a talented chef nonetheless. There's no doubt she will source the fanciest quality ingredients. To win this will take a truly mind-blowing dish. Something like sea serpent salad, stir-fried Kingston flour, or wild mushrooms in a rich slime jus. Ah, a slime jus? I know how weird it sounds, but I guarantee you it tastes incredible. I'll make some for you next time. You won't be disappointed when you taste it, although it looks a teensy bit gross. Never mind that. I've just remembered there's somewhere I never checked out last time. My gut tells me that's where we'll hit the jackpot. Let's take a look. What's that? Somebody's injured!
So cold.
He's shivering. We need to warm him up quick. Make a fire. Hot soup would be even better. How about I look after him while you make him a nice warm bowl of soup? We passed a Hilichurl camp on the way here. There'll almost certainly be a campfire there to cook on. Great. Be as quick as you can.
Oh, that is better. Thank you. That soup really did the trick. Yes. I was chasing a boar, and after chasing him all this way, he slipped into those underground ruins over there. I followed him inside, but ran into a cryo-regis vine. It froze me instantly. When I woke up, I ran straight outside, but I only made it this far before my strength failed me.
How big was it exactly?
They do now. I'd heard of them before from others, but this was the first time seeing one with my own eyes.
Yikes! We should definitely keep our distance from the ruins. It sounds dangerous.
It sounds delicious! That's it! The missing ingredient! The icing on the cake!
Calm down. Can we really eat a tree that's that aggressive?
Only one way to find out. Let's go!
Off she goes again.
Do not worry about me. I'll be fine. But you must stop her. She is putting herself in grave danger.
Slow down. It's dangerous in here.
Ingredients don't stay fresh for long. Nice and spicy! We need to get going before they expire.
She's quite the fighter. Seems foraging for ingredients takes more than just luck.
You've seen the dragon in Mondstadt? How big was it? What? No way! Imagine how big a steak a dragon that huge would make. Nice and spicy! You're toast!
Yikes! Look over there! The icicles up ahead are falling! Let's be careful not to get hit. It will definitely hurt.
If you get a stomachache, a cup of herbal tea with silk flowers will clear it up in no time. Huh? Of course you can trust my herbal remedies. We chefs are expected to know a thing or two about medicine as well, you know. Eat this! Aha! This must be it!
Oh, it's huge!
This is perfect! Come to me, my little treasure. Whoa! My ingredients are attacking me! Help me put him in his place!
Got myself a cryo sign. Cook it up at dinner time. Even better if it's paired with a bit of swine.
Your version just ruins it! Wait, there's something else here too!
This must be the boar that Hunter was chasing! But Paimon's never seen one with this pattern before.
Where have I seen this before? Aha! It was in the Historia Naturalis of Liyue. This pattern is unmistakable. It belongs to a breed of boar that went extinct 300 years ago.
Wow! How is this one still alive after so long? Paimon's pretty sure that's not really possible.
I read that this boar was hunted to extinction because its meat was so highly prized. Condensate of jumbo cryo slime and extinct boar? Not one but two priceless treasures! Right! Now let's get back to Springvale!
Are you sure this is Springvale?
Yes, for the millionth time, yes. But I don't know any of the people you're looking for.
That is not possible. They all live in Springvale. They are my neighbors and friends.
This is strange. What is going on?
What is it? How long? Surely not hundreds of years.
Does that really make sense? Oh, like the way that you keep food fresh.
Still, it's hard to believe.
But it doesn't seem like there's any other sensible explanation.
Okay, so what's your...
Olaf.
Olaf? Oh, I'm sure I've seen that on my family tree. I can't remember which generation it was from, but it was definitely on there.
So, a great-great-great-great-grandfather, but with a whole lot more greats?
What an unusual turn of events.
Reunited at long last! Isn't that just amazing? Olaf, do you want to come and watch a cooking competition?
Ah, yes, that reminds me. Brooke told me about the competition, and I've set everything up at the venue. You should come with me.
We're ready to cook! Are you?
I was born ready. Oh, and Sigfria will be my assistant for the competition.
Then let the cooking commence! I will be your judge today. And don't worry, I may have known Brooke for longer, but I will remain entirely impartial.
Much appreciated! Well then, Traveler, Paimon, prepare!
Wait, we're taking part in this too?
Of course! If Brooke has an assistant, you guys will have to be mine. I'll need you by my side when the going gets tough.
Paimon doesn't remember applying for that job. Okay, Paimon will do it for the sake of the food.
Our first problem is ingredients. We need something special to dress up the steak, but I don't have anything suitable here. I've got it! Radish is what we need. Mashed or grated, it'll add a touch of freshness. And we can carve little flowers out of it as a garnish. 2 birds, 1 stone. Go find me a radish. There should be some in the area. Oh, and make sure you wash it because it's going straight into the dish.
Come on, let's wash the radish in the lake. Slimes! Scared the bejesus out of Paimon. This is way too close to the venue. What if they stir up trouble during the competition? I don't think we should risk it. Go get them!
Wowie! Big and luscious! It's perfect! Thanks, you guys! Now, how about...
Xiangling, look out! The pan's on fire!
Oh no! It's gonna burn! It's gonna burn! It's gonna burn! Get the fire under control! Without using water, though, or this dish is a goner! I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs. Ugh! This is practically charcoal now! Oh, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Also, I'm thinking our main is a little weak. We need to mix it up a bit. Make me a mushroom chicken skewer. And make sure it's got that ooh la la on the outside, then hits you with the cha-ching in the middle.
Just make it taste friggin' awesome!
You're a natural! The meat is on track, but we're aiming for perfection here, and I just think it lacks a certain...
A certain what?
A certain... boom shakalaka!
Yes, definitely needs some boom shakalaka! Or perhaps a little shakalaka boom pow!
I just mean it would be a waste of such amazing ingredients to just serve this as is. Let me see. What would be ideal is some kind of regional specialty.
Regional specialty?
Yes, something that's native to this area but isn't often used in cooking. I don't care if it flies, crawls, or bounces. Even insects I can work with. Interesting choice. I'm sure I can make something of it. All right then. Thanks, you guys. Now show me what you got. Sorry to keep you running back and forth. Thanks, you guys. Now show me what you got. Do you really want to add that? It's a little odd. It'll be fine. This was an excellent find, guys. Now, if you'll excuse me, Chef Xiangling needs to concentrate. But I'll be sure to annoy you again if I need anything else. It looks like Xiangling's main dish is almost done. Let's go and see. I almost forgot. Side dish. We need a side dish. Are you sure it's no trouble? Here, take this. I just scrawled it down at the last minute. And here are all the ingredients you need. Is this the recipe for that snack you gave us earlier? Yes, with some minor improvements so it uses up the leftover ingredients from Liyue. This is so complicated. How are we supposed to cook this with no experience? The technique doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it with passion. That's what my father taught me. And you must be passionate about cooking if you've helped me this much already. I trust you guys. I know you'll nail this side dish. Don't be so negative. Cooking is fun. Just relax and enjoy it. Come on, this is the final push. Are the jade parcels ready yet? Flavor is key, but you also don't want to take too long over it. Once they're ready, bring them here and I'll serve the dish. They're so fragrant I could smell them coming a mile away. We're all set, and now to serve the meal. This competition is ours.
This was a fine feast. I have dined today like I have never dined before. Both chefs' dishes today were nothing short of exceptional. They were true masterpieces. And that is what makes this an extremely difficult decision. But this is a competition, and there can only be one winner. And that winner is Xiangling.
Whoopee! I win!
I thought I was sure to win with pork chops so fresh they were practically still grunting. But it turns out that's still no match for the taste of extinct boar.
Excuse me? Did you say this was cooked from extinct boar?
Yep, every last bit.
My goodness. A single mouthful must be worth 100,000 mora. The amount you'd make if you sold this could support every hunter in town for years to come.
The main thing is that you enjoyed eating it. I don't care about the mora. Anyway, now our judge has given his verdict. It's time for everyone else to eat too. I made plenty. Meanwhile, I want to try Brooke's dish.
This is absolutely delicious. I'll admit it, I was beaten by the best.
Losing is no fun, but it was worth it for the chance to eat such superb cooking. Please, Xiangling, I want some more.
This is gorgeous too! Such a perfectly layered texture. Were it not for that exquisite boar and excellent side dish, it's hard to say if I still would have won. Paimon's turn to eat!
I will have a taste too. Oh my. This is the taste of Springvale. Or rather, it used to be. This is the last time I will be able to taste the food of my era.
Hey now, cheer up. If you like the taste, I can always make you some more.
Really? But the boar, it's extinct.
The boar may be, but the taste isn't. I can simply recreate it using different ingredients. Putting a smile on customers' faces is what we chefs are called to do.
Thank you.
A good time was had by all, but everyone's gone now. Let's go and say goodbye to Xiangling. Thanks, you guys. Without your help, I don't know how it would have gone today. And without you, Paimon wouldn't have gotten to try so many new tasty snacks. Also wouldn't have gotten so full. Not sure. I'll probably start heading back to Liyue, but I might change my plan on the way. I don't like to plan things too thoroughly. Who knows? Maybe you'll bump into me out in the wild again. Must be nice to be so carefree. You are a gifted chef. You made an amazing batch of jade parcels. Come and visit me at the Wanmin restaurant sometime. I did promise I'd cook for you. And if you want, I'll teach you how to cook some of my latest inventions too. It's a deal. See you again soon. How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo Slime?
Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off.
How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo Slime?
Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear. It appears that the elemental markings point this way.
Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings.
Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead.
It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
Windblade! Thank goodness, the Knights of Favonius have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
I can't believe it, but the hilly trolls attacked our carts. Luckily, I outran them.
Hilly churls? But I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the hilly churl camps around these parts.
It's a small camp not too far from the village. The route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out into the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when the merchant caravan gets here tomorrow.
Funny looking? In what way?
He was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. On with the chase! Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
Another test object. Taste! Suffocate! Three! Picked! Freeze!
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people, too.
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for?
I wonder... Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure. But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him.
Huh. Look where we are.
The elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him! There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off.
If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
Yeah, but what's that gotta do with anything?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam?
Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go?
It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt himself. So, what do you say? Woohoo! Good answer! Prepare for takeoff! Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
Yeah!
Nice! You breezed through it. You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine. All that's left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go! It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere.
Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor! You can't escape!
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you. You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across.
So how did he get across? Can you see anything with your elemental sight? No? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away!
Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there.
But...
Don't worry. I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider. Haha!
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left.
Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness. Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully... The wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me.
Amber! No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna fall! It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
Finally done. Just a temporary setback.
All right, I got him. I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us.
Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easily fooled.
It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. At the end of the day, gliding is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage.
What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage.
It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem. I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same.
Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exams since then?
Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all, no glide zone this, no landing zone that. Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether. But I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all.
Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from Acting Grandmaster Jean sometime.
I'll head off first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt. Getting this gliding license has turned into quite the adventure.
Anything the knights can do for you?
So this Holy Lyre de Himmel is...
one of the most treasured items in Mondstadt. It's the lyre that Barbados used to play. With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle nature back out of this nightmare he's going through.
Will it really stop Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world. There's not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past, present, or future. Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy?
So how can we get the Holy Lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want. Let me handle this. Hello there, sister!
May the Animo God bless you, young bard. How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the god of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
What?
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the god of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Then, I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the god of Animo, Barbados, has descended. Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the god you've been serving?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Wait! Huh? She didn't even bat an eyelid. But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre. Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius, maybe you can give it a shot.
Barbados bless you. I know you. You and Amber saved Mondstadt that day. So what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master? Is that so? Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a suspicious bard came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well. He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something. There are regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum. Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and community representative are all required. So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius?
Hey!
A signed document is required. Without it, there's not much I can do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really am quite busy as of late.
It didn't work. I knew it.
You knew it?
I just wanted to know how influential the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius is. You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we are. Does the story not make for a fitting ballad?
So what are you trying to say? That we're not good enough?
No, that's not it. More of a commentary regarding Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior standing right before its very eyes. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it. Today we stand for free will. Any suggestions on just how we steal it? Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for. Look at you, sidetracked from the start. But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I. Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talents. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to right the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you got caught stealing red-handed?
But things are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. You have made contributions to Mondstadt. Should you get caught, you would easily be able to talk your way out of it. The guards here, it seems they're off duty throughout the night. If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say? Yes. Seems I did mention that. Your point being? Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Huh?
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now. Yay! I'm not surprised, though. You are a natural after all. Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship. I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kinda boring. Whoa, fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is. Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience. Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked.
Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
Don't be shy. Go!
Who are you? She disappeared!
Freeze! What are you doing here?
No, run! Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Master Diluc, this is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less conspicuous up there. But aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt. Not going upstairs yet? You both seemed to be in a hurry.